Here we are again here in southern New Mexico, West Texas. We're going to be harvesting some tomatoes today, cherry tomatoes.
Welcome to Doug's Urban Garden.
There was a question from one of the viewers that said, okay, so you have so many tomato plants in your one off the ground box, how do you harvest them? Well, like I said, and we showed you, we do like the farmers do. We string them up, run strings along poles to keep them bunched up. But as they turn ripe, you can see, if the camera will zoom in, you can see how many ripe cherry tomatoes we have. They're pretty obvious. So what we're going to do is just pull up the bird net and reach in here and start harvesting tomatoes. My wife loves cherry tomatoes, and all we do is just pick them off the vines. And she puts them in on the salad. As you can see, once they start turning red, you can pretty well spot them. Just reach in there and start harvesting. Now, the disadvantage with waiting when they turn red, for some reason, the birds won't eat the green ones. They only like the red ones. Maybe because they're higher in sugar and they're sweeter. But it doesn't take you any time at all to start picking tomatoes. The ones that are not totally bright red will turn bright red sitting in the kitchen for a couple of days. And that's all you do. Just reach in there and start harvesting. If you move the vines back gently, they're pretty sturdy and they'll take some movement. I always like to have a bowl in one hand and picking in the other. Just sort of work my way down the rows. Now the bird net, you got to pull it up. But that's the only way you're going to keep the birds out from eating all your tomatoes. Because I think the birds like the tomatoes more than my wife. And the other little fella that likes the tomatoes is Sammy. Sammy the squirrel. He's in this garden every day. It's getting a little bit sun setting today here in southern New Mexico, West Texas. It's the longest day of the season, of the summer. So we're working late in the evening tonight for two reasons. One, we've had a week and a half of 100-degree plus weather, and it's been pretty hot outside here to be working in the garden. But there's a time to plant and there's a time to harvest. So you either harvest when it's time to harvest or you're going to lose. As you can see, I'm moving the plants around to get into the vines. I haven't heard any of the stems break, so I'm in good shape. See, here we got some bigger ones. These are some celebrities coming along. We got about three or four different kinds of tomatoes growing in here. Now the advantage is here in southern New Mexico, West Texas, cherry tomatoes, super sweets, huskies do real well. There's one don't want to get in here. And they make pretty quickly. They bloom, they set, they ripen pretty fast before the heat sets in. Now, as we brought out in an earlier video, once the temperature gets above 95 degrees, your tomatoes are going to pretty much stop blooming. And it's been 105, 107. We got all the way up to 108. So we got to pick what we got. And it's going to be a couple of weeks before the temperature goes down and our tomatoes set again. I think that's going to be pretty much it. We're going to pick some of these. It'll take a couple of days. Here we go. Got another cluster right here. We'll come over here. Now here we got a tomato that has stopped developing. And this is what we're talking about. We talked about this earlier. This has what we call end rot because the plants aren't getting enough calcium in the soil to make good cells in the tomato, and so the end rots. So I've already put some more calcium bone meal in the soil, work that in, and it'll be a couple of days, and that problem should be taken care of. Let's see what we got over here. Here's the challenge with the bird net. Keeps the birds out, but it also makes it a little bit difficult to get in here and harvest. But you just pull that up and you're in good shape. Now we've been fertilizing these tomatoes with an organic fertilizer every other week, and we're hoping for big cherry tomatoes. All right, that's about it. Nice little bowl of cherry tomatoes. Keep my wife in salad tomatoes for a couple of days, maybe 3 or 4 days. She loves tomatoes. All right, well, that's another episode from southern New Mexico, West Texas, where it's hot. And that's the problem. You live up north, you got cool weather. Here, we've been a week and a half with 100 plus, and it just raises chaos with vegetables. But we're trying to find ways to get around the heat, find vegetables that can tolerate the heat, and this is what our purpose is to bring you folks here in southern New Mexico, West Texas, vegetables that will produce even in this heat as the temperatures go up. But y'all have a great day. great gardening. Get in the dirt. Get your hands dirty. Plant some seeds, plant some vegetables, get the kids involved. And it's great fun. It's very relaxing. Get your mind off the stress of the day in the workplace. You have a great day, and thank you again for watching here, Southern New Mexico, West Texas.
Thanks for coming by, and happy gardening!